Thank you for watching today's psychology video. The topic is sleep. It can be very distressing if you're not sleeping well, both physically and mentally. So it's important to try and make sure that you're doing everything you can to sleep well on a regular basis. And that's what I'm going to go through with you today. Getting into a really regular pattern of sleep, so this is getting up at a similar time each morning and also going to bed at about the same time, is going to improve the chances that you have a good night's sleep regularly. Making sure that when you attempt sleep, it's only when you're sleepy is going to build a really positive association between your attempts to sleep and you actually being successful. If you find that you've gone to bed and tried to sleep for some time and you're not being successful, perhaps you're then starting to get a little anxious and agitated, it's important to get up, do something different, and then go back to bed and try and sleep again. Doing something boring that you can perhaps even do with the lights off can really help you to slow your mind down and go back to sleep and have a much better sleep. Avoiding caffeine during the day, but particularly after about 3 p.m. is important. And if you're a smoker, also avoiding cigarettes after about the same time is important, because these substances can really stimulate your body and make it much less likely that you'll sleep well. Whilst alcohol for some people can help them to relax and get off to sleep, it can also interrupt the quality of sleep that you're having. So it's a good idea to try and avoid alcohol if you're a sensitive sleeper after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon also. Trying to build a positive association between your bed and successfully being able to get to sleep is really important. So try and make it that your bed really is a space that you only sleep in. Bringing your laptop to bed and doing some work or watching TV in bed or doing anything else that's particularly interesting or stimulating can really undermine the positive association between bed and sleep. So try and avoid this if you can. It's also a good idea if you're tempted to nap to try and avoid this. Napping during the day can make you less tired and then less likely to sleep in the evenings. If you do feel that you just can't get through the day without a nap, trying to keep it to under 20 minutes is important, and try and make it either in the morning or in the early afternoon. Certainly not after about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Developing a set of sleep rituals can be really effective in helping you to sleep, because this can help to signal to both your body and your brain that it's time to unwind and go to sleep. And this could be drinking some chamomile tea, reading a chapter of your book, or just having a bath. Whatever it is that relaxes you, that you can ritualistically do every night, is going to hopefully help you to sleep really well. So having a bath, as I mentioned, can be good, but also having a shower can be nice and calming, particularly if it's warm, because this helps to relax your muscles and increase your chances of a good night's sleep. If you do find that you've gone to bed and you're not sleeping well, it can be tempting to look at a clock or a watch and see what time it is, but often this can make you more anxious and frustrated, which is just going to stimulate the system. So you may need to remove the clocks from your bedroom or take your watch off, because it's much more important, if you're not sleeping well, just to try and be restful and calm and not do anything that might get you a little bit frustrated or anxious. Keeping a sleep diary can be a really effective way of tracking what it is that might be getting in the way of good sleep. Sometimes we can think that we're doing all the right things, but if we keep a sleep diary for a couple of weeks, we might notice that there's a little bit of a pattern and a relationship between not doing one of these things and then not having a particularly good night's sleep. Taking care that the space that you're trying to sleep in is conducive to sleep is also a good idea. So this is making sure that your room is dark, it's a comfortable temperature, and that it's really quiet. One of the most important things that you can do, and also one of the hardest things, is keeping to your daytime routine regardless of how you've slept the night before. It can be quite tempting to put things off in the morning or to cancel if you haven't slept well, but this is really just going to undermine the relationship between sleep and trying to sleep. So it's really important to try and keep your daytime routine regardless of how you slept the night before. So they're my top tips for sleeping well. If you find that you're still not sleeping particularly well, then it's a good idea to maybe see your doctor or a healthcare professional. Thank you for listening to this video.